Guys, you know when somebody hasn't played Clash in years and they come back and they say, wait, what? Like, what am I looking at here? This looks nothing like the game I left. Fair point. If I go back to when I first started playing 12 years ago, everything I fell in love with that made me love this game has been changed out. By this point, every piece has been systematically replaced with another piece. And don't get me wrong, all those changes were good. But at some point, do I just have to admit that the game I fell in love with doesn't exist anymore? Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the show. It's Beaker's Lab. Oh my God, what just happened? Guys, I'm your host, Beaker. We got the bunnies, Melly and Pi over there. And in my hand here is the thing that I've been thinking about for the past, I don't know, 24 hours. Did anybody else see this and think two things at the same time? Okay, that's good. I don't have to wait anymore. Waiting is the worst part of this game. But I know at least some of you, probably a lot of you, had the same feeling I did. This game has become unrecognizable before you even really knew it. Sometimes things have to change. Look, I agree. Over the past couple of years, I had some of the toughest things I've ever had to go with. Like, I went through this divorce with this person that I thought loved me and I was going to spend the rest of my life with. Oh man, that had to happen. That change has led me to a way better place where I have a gorgeous girlfriend who I'm definitely going to marry. Second time's a charm, right? Is that what they say? Now, before we go down this, I just want to say, it's going to sound like I'm ungrateful. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I don't want to sound ungrateful because nothing could be further from the truth. I love Clash of Clans. I love the Clash team more than they'll ever really know. I've tried to tell them this, but I would be dead or in jail if it wasn't for Clash of Clans. I know that sounds insane. Isn't there a Juice WRLD line like, all my friends are dead? Yeah. Anyway, we'll go over that later if you guys want to. Any new viewers are probably like, yeah, can I hear that story? I will owe a debt to the people who created this masterpiece forever. I will always have love for the original creators of this and the people who work on it now because I do think they're doing a good job. But hey, real quick, let's go down the list here. I just want to look at this and go over it with you guys. Probably one of you haven't seen this. The rest of you have. But the vibe here, it's like Royale. I remember playing Clash Royale for the first time, and the coolest thing about it was you weren't training troops. You were just putting it in a deck. That's what we've got now. This is going to be like that. You just make a deck. Frankly, do we even need a barracks anymore? Do we even need army camps? Like, not really. Today, we are announcing one of the biggest changes to ever happen in Clash of Clans. Starting in the next update, Clash of Clans will never stop players from attacking in Titan League or below. Okay, you can now play as much as you want. If you think about it that way, it's like, oh, this was just getting in the way, right? This was just getting in the way. Let me roll back the clock, though. Guys, when I first started playing this, again, 12 years ago, when most of you guys, some of you guys started playing as well, the time management, the resource management, the strategy, the overhead strategy of how you played this game, how you did the upgrades, that was the fun. It was actually kind of difficult. Not even just the attacks, I'm talking all of it, planning it out. I mean, who remembers having their phone on the couch next to them, you know, training Barch, right? And every commercial break, they pick it up, they do an attack, put it down again. That time in Clash will never exist again, and that's probably for the better. But I kind of feel bad for players who are just starting now that will never experience that. But look, I think the world has changed. TikTok brain has made us all a little bit faster paced, and so maybe nobody even wants that anymore. Look, these little things, these little small responsibilities of keeping things straight, keeping things managed, it rewired my brain in a positive way. And if you're like, oh, shut up, bro. You can't like figure out life without a video game. Yeah. Who cares? Like, if you didn't ruin your life at some point, I'm so proud of you. For real. You deserve everything I have and more. But that's not really how life works. Oh my God, they say it right here. We were concerned that training time and resource costs were part of the secret sauce of a decade-old game. We removed training costs years ago, and it was great. Honestly, I miss the days where if I wanted to do 1 million angry skeletons, you know, mass witches, mass skeleton spells, it costs over, what, 12,000 Dark Elixir? And that's at a time when Dark Elixir was scarce. There's something to that. It makes the army more exciting because you know, bro, I put a lot into this. I put a lot of resources that I could have spent elsewhere into this stupid army. But again, that being said, I understand that for the bulk of players of this game, this was a much needed change. This was good. The world is not the same as it was in 2012 when Clash of Clans first launched. Today it feels outdated to wait 15 minutes. Yeah, again, TikTok brain. We all have this. I'm like, why is this person talking about this that way? Or why are they doing it that way? We're all experts now and everything. And we're so annoying. Honestly, I think a lot of creators try to be annoying on TikTok intentionally to get engagement. I guess it makes sense. I don't know. It's not for me, but okay. But anyway, starting this month, that era will end. We want players to be able to play how they want, have longer sessions on the weekends. Honestly, that's it right there. Or be able to stream for hours. That right there is the upside of this. If you only have time on the weekends, or you only have one day a week where you can really grind with your friends, this is it. This makes sense. This helps players learn the battle mechanics faster and progress through the early town halls even quicker. That's very true. And what are we losing here? Like, what's the con? What's the downside? It's that management, that resource management, time management that happened in the beginning of the game that made everything feel more impactful. But does that matter? No. I have those memories. A lot of you guys have those memories, and I'll always respect Clash for that. But it's a different game now. Guys, and one of my favorite games, Nier Automata, which we actually played on the channel like years and years ago, so long ago, you meet a guy in the resistance camp. He's an android, and he talks about how he's replaced every part on his body except for his leg, right? That's the only original thing that's been with him the entire time. And it's broken, but of course he doesn't want to replace it, because if you replace every part of you, are you still you? So anyway, this stuff is very cool. They're talking about making sure that we have enough bases, because, bro, we about to be attacking a lot. We're going to attack 20 times a day, every single day, at least. I mean, this is a good thing. This is actually going to be kind of cool. But down here, they're talking about making almost like cloned bases, snapshot bases. You can see right there, they're not new. Clan Wars and Legend League. What? That didn't make any sense. What? Anyway, now donations are completely different than when we first started playing. Completely different. When this update goes live, all donations will require Elixir or Dark Elixir. We're going back. This is like how Netflix made everybody shut off cable, like get rid of cable. And now they just have basically cable again because they have, Hulu, Disney, Paramount. I love it. We're still working on the exact values, but the goal is that donations remain accessible, so hopefully they're going to be cheap. I think they will be. If you're short on resources, there's nothing stopping you from attacking again. True. Oh, that's awesome. Guys, look, I'm going to answer this for myself. I can't answer for you guys, but let me know what you think. I'm going to say no. I am not playing the same game as I was. The same game that I fell in love with all those years ago, over a decade ago. No, it's a different game. The game I fell in love with was really a management game of this little town. And yeah, you had to go out and attack. That was a big part of the game. But mostly it was managing all this stuff. Your time, your resources, your gems. Gems were really, really valuable back then. I mean, think about that. 14,000 gems cost the same 12 years ago as it does now. But the $100 was worth a lot more back then. Every move you made in the game back then was impactful. You had to make the best of your time. If you did a crappy raid, bro, you just wasted half an hour of your potential time, right? You got to make that army again. If you spent all your resources, bro, you just screwed yourself. Now you don't have enough to attack. None of those are fun things, but they were fun to me, and that's okay. The wait is over, and for what it's worth, I'm hopeful. Hey man, as always, leave 2 for Lulu, and we'll see you right here tomorrow on the one and only Days Till Max. Peace.